Okay, watch this interview. A sweet man. He lives in Upper Michigan right now. 5 kids or something like that. Actually, it's kids that are 27, 28 years old. One that's in med school. And he actually just adopted a child too. And they have little children, like, I don't know, 12 or something like that, you know, that are still in the household. And he just loves what he's doing, not with so much for the family, but with the business he found. He always, you know, he was like an electrician or something like that, and had a little store or whatever. And now what he does is you know, the Storage Wars TV show, you know, the people go and bid on stuff in a storage locker that nobody picked up. That's what he did. He did it by accident. They were living in Florida, and they were going on vacation in Miami or somewhere like that, just driving around, and his wife was looking at her iPad or something like that and said, hey, there's an auction at this storage house nearby. They went over there, and she was nudging him in the, you know, in the side, hey, buy that, buy that. And they bought this thing, the whole locker, for like $225. Wow. He wasn't prepared for any of this. Didn't know what to do. Had to go hire something to pick it all up and take it somewhere, you know, back home and all that. It costed like $800 before he got finished and all. But you know what he made off of that? Almost $3,000. So that $225, you know, turned into $3,000. Said, wow, this is a business. So he started doing this and putting this stuff in his garage, advertising on Craigslist and things like that. Just people would know about it. And the people, he sort of like had a store out of his garage getting rid of this stuff, you know, that he was buying at auctions. Man, you know, and within a short time, now he's been at this like 5-6 years or more, since 2011, full time. His wife quit her fancy job she had somewhere and doing this full time. Now they're up in Maine, in Michigan, because they want to be there with their kids, and they have, on their property they have a big warehouse or barn or whatever they keep all this stuff in. They take pictures and put it on the web. They don't have to use Craigslist anymore and have people come and buy it. You know, they put it on eBay, and millions of people look at it and buy it, and they ship it out for next to nothing, because shipping is very small nowadays. You know? And they have a huge business doing this, taking stuff that people don't use. And we used to call it junk or whatever, but now it's not junk. You know, this is good stuff. I mean, it's recycled stuff. This is where the economy's going. We have enough stuff. Now it's getting the stuff that people don't need to the people who do need it. And that's what businesses are like this. You know, they call it secondhand business, but you know, it's recycling. It's getting it to people. Why pay $500 for something when you can get it for $20 or $30? And so it's a little used. It's still working, right? And it's still good. And that's what the magic of the internet is, because the market now is huge. It's billions. It's not just people in your neighborhood that you're putting things out in the front lawn to sell. You know, what's your chances of somebody wanting that exercise equipment? Very small, but you put it on the internet, man, and the billions of people. And it costs nothing to do. It costs next to nothing. Take a photograph of that. Put it on eBay and whatever. That's what he's doing. Wow, and that's right, man. And when you see him talk, what he's talking about is the joy too of being in control of his life. You know, so maybe he's not curing cancer, but he enjoys getting stuff for people that they couldn't afford otherwise. He enjoys, you know, having control of his life. You know, making money out of it, making a nice living, living the way he wants to, and having control, not being told what to do every day. And I think people who have to live like that, you know, they lose a little bit of their soul all the time. So you watch him closely, how joyous he feels and how relaxed inside he feels. He doesn't have these anxieties like these high-pressure people who work for important jobs, doing important things. I'm pretty important. Yeah, that's why we have road rage and everything. People have to sit in their beltway for an hour to get a job they don't like, and oh, how sad. And now there's so many ways not to let that happen to you. Or you don't have to do it full time. Start trying something like this. It's easy. Try it. So you take a flyer on $100 or something and you put it in on eBay and see what happens. So it doesn't happen, so you blew $100. That's better than trying to get an MBA and blowing $50,000 to $100,000, right? Or quitting your job and wondering how you're going to pay the rent. See, there's so many ways of doing this. So watch it. Well, Todd Culver, I think you just let the secret out of the bag. You're going to be faced with so much competition now from talking to me because you got the neatest gig in the world, man. You're one of these guys that, I've seen on TV, the storage wars, that you go to storage places, get the stuff, and then you sell it on eBay and things like that. And you make it. And you said you just started 6 years ago, and your first thing was down in Miami where you were just on vacation, went to a storage place, and your wife was elbowing you to bid on something, and $225 later, you wound up with $3,000 worth of business out of that stuff. We got to, man, I can't, that's like selling my stuff, information, which is free. Your stuff is almost free and selling it. And so to do that, you had that. Did you have a sense that, okay, eBay is up there for that? Or how'd you figure out how to sell this stuff? Buying it is easy, right?
Buying it is easy, yep. We didn't start right off on eBay. We actually started off with just some yard sales and Craigslist ads, and that took off pretty quick. And people started to get to know that we were selling stuff all the time. And then the local commission shut us down because they said we were running a business out of our garage, which was like a 7-day garage sale. So then we went more on eBay after that, and sold more out of Craigslist and appointments, and it's turned into a full-time business.
Wow! How long did it take before it really made a nice living for you?
Well, my wife, I took right off and changed what I was doing and went right into it.
Oh, really? So it was enough for you to leave your old job?
Yes. And then my wife, it took her about a year, and then she left her job. And she was making some really good money at a restaurant management position. And so that took about a year longer, and then she was done. And we've been doing it ever since. We launched in 2011 full-time. So...
Wow. And now you moved because your kids are all up in Michigan, and you were down in Florida, and said, let's go to Michigan. So you could have a garage selling this stuff anywhere, right?
That's right.
And so you mentioned that you just concentrate in Michigan area because you got to go get the stuff, right?
Correct. Yep. I tried 200-mile radius.
I see. So so in a day you could come back and forth anywhere in Michigan, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow. And so you just got a trailer, you hook it up to the car, have a little vacation, pick up the stuff, come home, itemize it, take pictures, put it online. You said you have are you in your warehousey thing now or what?
I am in the warehouse right now.
Can you walk around and show us some stuff?
Absolutely.
You're on your iPhone, so you may, wow, look at that stuff already. Wow.
A little vintage.
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
Yep. And it's kind of a mess in here.
Well, that's just like home. Look
at the shelves.
Wow. So what you have to do is take pictures of each one of those things and put them on eBay, huh?
Correct. Yep.
And just wait. Do you do marketing yourself on eBay, or you just let the traffic take care of it?
Well, we bought an anchor store, which is about $170 a month, which puts us at the top of the list. And so that gives us more of a marketing position on eBay.
That's called a what store?
An anchor.
Oh, an anchor store. So you're like an anchor store at the mall, and that's only $170 a month.
Correct.
Wow. So in your first gig, you made $2,500. So that's easy to cover, huh?
Exactly. Very easy to cover.
That's nothing. Well, why don't you get 5 anchor stores? No. So does that mean that if people are searching for something, that you'll be on the top of the list?
Correct. Yep.
Wow.
And then if you go to our website, you can see all of our items listed by categories through tools and collectibles and antiques.
I see.
Such. So
you said you had like 800 items now, huh?
Yes, a little over 800 items.
Wow. So, that's what's so amazing. If you had a store doing that, you'd need a store as big as Sears to put all this stuff in. Right? And now you just have this empty garage in the back of your house.
Exactly. 20 to 30 items get shipped out a day, and we print the labels. We print the labels right here at home, and the postman picks it up off our porch, so we don't have to go deliver it to the post office.
Wow! And pretty soon a drone will pick it up and send
Correct.
Well, actually, I was just reading the paper today. Domino's, somewhere in Texas and also in England, they're using robots to deliver pizza.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I mean, the robot goes down the street and texts you in front of your house that it's going to be here. I mean, this is what people buy now. Who wants to go to the mall when it could be delivered and within a day? Yeah.
I'll look forward to finding one of those drones one day in the storage unit.
Exactly. They'll be there. I remember going to an auction at the post office, getting rid of stuff. And a lot of my stuff I used to sell in my infomercials. They had stocks of it, yeah. that wasn't so encouraging, but what the heck. But so there's a big business in this. You have a whole family, and actually you have 4 or 5 children, and you have 2 young kids. You have kids that they're 28 years old, some in medical school, and 2 little like young teens running around the house yet too.
We do, yeah.
And you're supporting all these people on secondhand business out of your garage.
It's nice having that, choices and options to do work at home, be with your family more.
Yeah.
We really enjoy it.
And it's really, before, I mean, I think now with the shared economy and, our green economy and those kinds of things, this really makes a heck of a lot more sense, too, for everybody. I mean, I think people are getting more used to buying used things. I'm not going to use it much, so why the hell do I have to have brand new, And,
right.
And I go to you and I get it for like 20% of value, and that's good enough, man. Better than wasting all that money on something brand new I'm going to use twice or whatever. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's right. It must be a growth industry, and it looks like it's fun for you.
We actually wake up in the morning and we tell each other we love what we do.
Wow! Could you imagine telling your grandfather, well, I love selling junk? But it isn't, and that's why people think, have that perception in their mind when you have good stuff. I mean, we are using junk every day, right? I put on this suit I've had for 10 years. Somebody else called that junk. I call it one of my better suits. So why not? And then plus we don't need more trash. We don't know what to do with it. So why don't we use this? And I think that's what the internet does. It makes it more possible for you to hook up with somebody who really needs that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, you're a great person, Todd, and wonderful that you have all these kids that you still get excited about, too, besides your exciting business that you fell into by accident and now never have to go on a real job again, do you?
That's right.
And your wife, too, who had a real job. And you go to BDGS, that's boy, and then D as in dog, G as in girl, S as in Sam, and the letter 1. Or that's not a letter, it's a number, isn't it? See, I got an MBA, cost my family plenty, and I don't even know the difference between numbers and letters. So BDGS1.com! And that's where to find Todd and all his stuff, 800 stuff. Thank you so much, Todd. Good luck to you and your family. Take care.